Now someone's gonna watch this video and say, you know what, Connor, that's crazy, that's absurd, it's not that simple. But let me tell you something, it really is. It's never anything complicated. It's never anything major that's gonna, alter the whole course of your life. It's those 1% things that you can do every single day. Something as small, something as minor as taking advantage of being able to manage.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind.
So today on Hustle with Connor, I want to ask you, how often are you just taking a moment, taking time to really evaluate and manage your state? Where are you mentally and emotionally? Sometimes, when I'm going through my day, when my day's getting started, not every day is going perfect. It's crazy for me to think that in this imperfect world that every day I wake up is going to be extraordinary, right? But it's up to me, it's up to you to really put yourself in that state. Ask yourself, is this really the quality of emotion that I want for the rest of my day? Your attitude really determines, the trajectory most of the time of where your day is even going to go, or the things that you're going to get done, or the things that you're even going to accomplish. So if your attitude, if your mental and emotional state isn't quite where you want it to be, what do you need to do to get it there? This morning, I walked into the chicken houses, and for whatever reason, some crazy leak happened, and flooded a part of the chicken house. And I was like, oh goodness, my girlfriend, she's here visiting, she's got to fly back in a couple days. There was a list of things that I could have chose to focus on to really, determine my attitude for the day. And I had to stop, and I took a second, and I asked myself a better question of, where do I want to be? What a mental and emotional peak state do I actually need to be in for me to have the quality day that I want? So I sat down, I took a second, I did some breathing, and I put on a song, and I lost my freaking mind. I got jacked up because I started thinking about all the things that are coming for me, all the things that are happening for me, all the good things that are happening to me right now in this life. When you start to focus on all the negative things and all the things that aren't going your way, where focus goes, energy flows. And you can almost guarantee that that's where your day's going to stay, or that's where your mind's automatically going to push you, right? So what I did was immediately shift my focus, change my state by doing some breathing, by listening to one of my favorite songs, by acting a fool, and immediately I put that strong vision, that vision of where I want my life to go, that type of person that I want to be every single day. And I became that person immediately. So you might even be wondering right now, why is this even important to me, Connor? Well, let me ask you, what type of results do you think you're going to get in life if you're not in a good mood? If you're walking around, you're upset all the time, if you only focus on the negative things in life, what type of results do you really think that you're going to get? That's the importance of this. That's what this is really about. This isn't so much about just being in a good mood all the time. This is about taking control of your life. This is about really focusing and redirecting your attention, because we want extraordinary results. We don't just want okay results or good results. Where does change typically happen? Does it happen when you go to an okay restaurant and the food's just like, it was okay, or it was good. But what if you came out of that restaurant, you came out of that experience, you said, that was freaking out of this world, that was phenomenal, that was the best food I've ever had, that was the best time, the best experience I've ever been a part of? Is that really life change? That's where life change is at. That's where you want to operate out. That's where you want your focus to go. Now, someone watching this video may say to themselves, well, Connor, I've tried this before. It just doesn't work for me. I'm just not that type of person. I'm going to challenge you to give it another shot. Well, the first time that you try something, the first time that you've tried to ride a bike as a kid, I could probably almost guarantee you that it didn't go well. Or the first time that you tried to tie your shoes, it didn't go well. But when you took the term of try away from it and you understood that you were going to keep doing it until you succeeded, until you got the result, right? That's when you started mastering something. That's when you became able, you developed the skills to do something. It's not until you attempt something and it doesn't go the way that you expected that you learn something from that event, from that experience, right? It's not until you've given it a go that you've learned something from that you've developed a new skill, that you've developed a new understanding, you've gained a new piece of knowledge, that you can implement that into the next time and give it another go, right? You have to be willing to quote unquote failed. You have to be willing to stumble. You have to be willing to not get it perfect, but to be extraordinary in your attitude and extraordinary in the vision that you have in mind for that end result. That right there is how you break through, getting out of that old story of, I'm not that type of person, or I've done it once before and it just didn't help, or I've turned on a song and it didn't work. Well, you know what? Next time you turn on that song, next time you go to, get yourself out of that negative state, that negative being, give it a good shot. Act crazy. Do something weird. Now, someone's going to watch this video and say, you know what, Connor, that's crazy, that's absurd, it's not that simple. But let me tell you something. It really is. It's never anything complicated. It's never anything major that's gonna, alter the whole course of your life. It's those 1% things that you can do every single day. Something as small, something as minor as taking advantage of being able to manage your state of well-being, your mental and emotional peak state that you want to operate out of, that you want to live in. Envision yourself 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Is that problem even still relevant? Is that problem even still around? Probably not. But you know what is? That strong vision, that person that you want to become, you traveling the world, you conquering those goals, if it's retiring your family, you are out there retiring your family, providing a life for your family, providing a life for others, providing experiences. That's where you want to operate out of. That's where your passion is going to come from. That's where your juice is going to come from. So, I hope this video found you well today. That is something that was just on my mind. I had to take a second, stop, record this video because of how important that really is for me on a day-to-day basis, is being able to stop, understand that right now, yes, I'm in an ecstatic mood, but I wasn't before, and I had to stop and take a second and say, Connor, is this really where you want to operate out of today? No? Then change it. You know what to do. Take action. Don't be afraid to look a little crazy sometimes. The crazy people, craziness, greatness, they're next door neighbors, right? You have to be willing to look a little crazy sometimes to live an extraordinary life. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the content. There's more content just like this on my channel, so if you click into the channel, you'll find videos just like this that might be able to help you with wherever you're at in your life. Subscribe, comment, like, share the videos if you find some value, and until next time, have an absolutely amazing freaking day.